why Google Mail or Gmail is the best thing out there. And it blows away any competitor by at least 100%. And I notice, and it always aggravates me when I see someone with Yahoo Mail or someone with Comcast Mail or someone with all these other BS mail clients, and I'm thinking, if only they knew. So I'm making this video because I'm tired of seeing someone with an email other than Gmail. And I think that if you don't have Gmail, now if you're using Gmail, and like we do, like if you get a mtrout@fundup.com, that's a Gmail, baby. That's not a fundup.com. We're using Gmail for that service. And actually, if you email me at mtrout@fundup.com or at eduit.org or any of the other emails that I use, guess what? It comes to my mjtrout@gmail.com. And that's where I basically use for all my mail servers. Now, why? One is, open up a Gmail account for free, just for kicks. If you don't believe me, if you think your Yahoo or Hotmail or something else that you have is better than Gmail, I'm going to challenge you right now. Just open up a Gmail, open up your mail, put them side by side. Now, if you've got Yahoo or Hotmail, it's going to be obvious when you look at it that it is superior, just by looking at it. Because unlike Hotmail and Yahoo Mail, there's none of that other, eye candy BS that's pulling your attention to stupid ads and everything else that both those clients provide. So if you want a mail service that is basically easy on your eyes, then get Gmail. Maybe that's enough for you. You don't need to listen anymore. But there's a lot more. There's a lot more reasons why Gmail blows away the competition, and I'm going to talk about it. So, how many of you have Office? How many of you paid the $400 or $500 for Office, Microsoft Office? How many of you use Excel every day? Or how many of you use Word or any other thing? I mean, how many of you that are watching this video presentation right now, if I went and drop kicked your laptop over my house, you would like cry because of all the data that you would lose? Quite a few of you, I imagine. Now, I keep everything on Gmail. Now, I've got people who think, oh, you're giving Gmail access to all your data. The number of people that they have on their accounts with far more valuable data than me, is tremendous. And I'm not going to worry about little old me and them coming and looking at my data. That's one argument. And the other argument is this: well, is that safe? I get that all the time when I talk to them. Is that safe? I said, well, I'll tell you what. Especially the recent attacks at China, Google is protecting itself from China, one of the richest countries in the world, from hacking their system. I bet you, I would put all the money I have, which isn't a lot, so don't take the bet, that Google has a securities department probably as big as the federal government's FBI, and they probably are better paid and better trained than the folks that the FBI and the NSA are hired to do their security. So, in essence, they're more talented. So yes, I trust all my data, and I would trust the data of my wife and my children in the hands of Google. And than any other service provider out there, than any community college who has maybe an IT director that's had 4 years of training or something, or maybe even 10 years. They don't have an army like Google does protecting your data. So relax, your data is safe. And relax, your data isn't important. But here's some of the cool things about Google. One is, I can, access my data and my documents anywhere in the world. I can upload and I can keep my my data online, even if it's not in a version, because they have one of the cool things. If you go if you've got this Google page open, go click on Google Docs for a moment. Now, I'm also going to do a screener on this, but I only have 5 minutes. So if you can follow me through this, that'd be great. So click on Google Docs. You can create Word, Excel, PowerPoint, forms. Oh, that's another pet peeve of mine. Let me just talk about that real quick. How many times do you go online and someone sends you a PDF friggin' form to fill out and then somehow get back to them? Now, if you have, you know, Adobe Acrobat Professional, which is $300, I think, or $299, great. You can fill out most PDFs as long as they're not image PDFs, all right, if they're created in Adobe. But, you know, a lot of PDFs are just scanned documents, and even Adobe's not going to help you. You have to pull up Photoshop, and that's another $400, right, to fill it out. Okay, so let's say you do that. So here's the real expense. So the form gets to the other guy. Now some poor office assistant who could be spending their time getting money for an organization or doing activities that will promote that activity are sitting there doing stupid data entry. And that's what pisses me off more than anything else. That poor office assistant, or maybe it's yourself as an executive or someone, is now having to take this stupid data and enter it in the computer. Where if you have Google Docs open, click on the thing and it says create new, or drop down, click on form. This is free, people. You can make any sort of form. So the effort that you've done to create a form, wouldn't you like it all to be automatically dropped into a database that then you can manipulate into any form and print out in any form of look or feel in different documentation, or share it, or have other people? One of the cool things about Google Docs that you don't have, and I think one of the most powerful things, is that you have a word processor without all the bells and whistles, pretty much a basic word processor that you can invite other people to participate and contribute to your documentation. It's like a wiki. You can undo the changes, you can see the changes, you can see who's worked and everything else. It's awesome. Same thing with Excel, same thing with PowerPoint or whatever. You have a PowerPoint. You create a PowerPoint with PowerPoint, another Microsoft Office expensive program, proprietary, blah, blah, blah. Okay? So now it's sitting on your computer. Whereas if you create a PowerPoint with Google Docs, guess what? I can publish it. And all I can do is send the link. Now, most of the time, if you get an email from me, you will not get attachments. You will get links to the documentation. So it's like, instead of you having to download, unless it's like an image that you can see in the email, that you can just click on and see, I will provide links. So if it's a video, I do a video link. Guess what? The video is right there. If you've got Gmail, the video is right there. You can just click and watch the video. All my videos are right there. You don't have to go anywhere. It's within the thing. So the point is, there's even more reasons why to get Gmail, and why to, you know, quit doing your Yahoo or all these other, you know, waste of time emails. And you're like, oh, people can't reach me. People know me from it. Well, they'll get over it. And what you do is this: go into your Hotmail, set up something called forwarding. It's not hard. It's not rocket science, to your new Gmail account. And you know, and when you reply with a Gmail account, they'll go, oh, okay, update my email to Gmail. You don't have to tell them update my email. Just do forwarding. So they can, you know, if people want to email you still at Hotmail, that's fine. You just respond to them with Gmail. It's not rocket science, people. It's pretty easy. Well, I'm home now. I got to make French toast for my son and my family.